Marcel, Man United 1, Brentford 0.
Yeah.
Tight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got made to work for it, had to defend properly. Marcus Rashford with the goal. What'd you make of it? Big win. You know, we had to win. We had to win 3 points.
Oh, 6 pointing for us, you know, and then Everton coming up. Newcastle, I got told at half time Newcastle were winning. I don't know if they've...
I think it finished 5-1 or something like that, but yeah.
But you know, the teams around us are picking up points. Of course, not Spurs, but I don't know, the first 15, 20 minutes looked good.
Yeah.
You know, it was a better start from the Newcastle game, for sure, anyway.
Yeah.
And that back line just looks so good. It's so comfortable. It's so confident. You know, Varane and Martinez at the centre backs, clearing headers, clearing chances, shepherding. You always feel a little bit secure. You know, we were the most effective from counter-attacks today, and I think they brought us a lot of pressure, but in the final third, they couldn't see anything. I mean, Varane was really good, stepping into the midfield line at times as well. And then when they had the ball from their goal kicks, it looked like a 4-2-4, Sabitzer joining Rashford up front, pressing. It was good shape. It was a good shape. We'd improved from that kind of poor, I don't know, we just kind of looked scared sometimes against Newcastle, but Sabitzer was good today at times. Scott's just killing all our counters, man. He's killing all the counters. He's making bad passes today in the midfield areas. He could have maybe improved in that first half. I think the second half is when he came alive and put in blocks and put in challenges. But overall today, I think that especially that first half, it looked like the better half out of the two.
Yeah, definitely.
Rashford was an important goal for us.
Yeah, I think how much did it help that Brentford, you know, they played that back five, they sat off us in the first half, let us kind of stroke the ball around, and we was able to kind of set a tempo, weren't we, in like a rhythm of passing, that led to some half chances and then ultimately to the goal as well.
I mean, some beautiful football at times, man.
Yeah.
I mean, some good passage of play. Anthony was really, you know, we talk about his ability to retain possession. You saw it at times. On the counter-attack again, he wasn't brilliant though. I mean, he could have made better decisions. David De Gea with a great pass out his feet and his hands, sorry.
One that apparently he can't do as well.
I've never seen it before. I'll put it that way. I've never seen it before.
He had some other ones that gave it away.
Yeah, but that was really good.
That
was really good. It started a counter-attack for us. Poor decision from Anthony though, and he's been doing that throughout the season. He's got to make better decisions there, but I think it was really good in terms of the counter-attack opportunities. I think Rashford had a couple chances on his left foot. Anthony had loads of shots, but to no avail. He needs to watch the Iron Robin compilation. He needs to watch the Iron Robin compilation, man. Those curling shots into the top and the keeper's top right. He just needs to practice those a lot more. He just hasn't got that in the locker yet.
Was today more about just obviously performance? Yeah, could say it wasn't perfect, etc. But there were, you know, large parts of the game we dominated. But was it more important just to get the 3 points? You know, considering we were saying we haven't scored in them 3 Premier League games that we mentioned, needing to bounce back, need to get points on the board. Newcastle now as well, building. Just important to get the 3 points.
Needed, man. We needed confidence. We know how important it is that, you know, here's a fortress, you know, and you know how important it is for the build up to top 4, maybe 3rd place as well. I think it was just important to win this game. Like we said, competition, Newcastle, Everton coming up. I think and it just showed with the side. I think after the 70th minute or so, he completely changes it. Fred comes in. Sabitzer wasn't affecting the game enough, and Tony Marshall, I think you can really see that connection that he has with Bruno, with Rashford, and the way he's connecting the play, man, in between those pockets of the midfield and striker line is really good, man.
Yeah, you're thinking when's he going to be able to get on, and obviously Ten Hag's we wanted him to start, but Ten Hag's trying to obviously feed him up to scratch, get him going again, doesn't want to rush anything. But how do you think he did when he come on? Yeah, was it a case of him knitting the play and just that's what we need, that focal point?
I'm really excited to see if we get the likes of Harry Kane. It's literally a development on that for me.
Yeah.
You know, Martial's so good in those pockets and creating things, but Kane will take a distant shot or try and get in the box more. It didn't look like, especially that counter-attack.
He was playing really outside the box,
outside the box in that left wing pocket where he's also played before as well. But there was a counter-attack opportunity where Rashford is trying to play the ball quickly, just to maybe the 80th minute or so, but he has to keep dribbling longer with the ball. I just think we could have been a little bit better. Especially Martial in terms of breaking that line and bursting into the box into goal scoring opportunities. But he was good today. I mean, first start a 20-minute run. It was good.
Luke Shaw went off injured. Hopefully that's not a bad one. We haven't heard anything like that. But defensively on point today, just not just him, but just in general as a unit.
Yeah, it's really good, man. That I thought we was going to change it. You know, Wan-Bissaka come in, Malacia come in to give. But it's just so secure and safe with that back four. You know, blood brothers. You know, all 4 of them really strong, really confident amongst each other. And I think it was really good. Luke Shaw, hopefully he's not injured long term, man.
Yeah, because that'll be a big problem. I was thinking, what's it going to be like? Because he's physical, gets up in the air. How's Malacia going to do coming into it? How do you think he did do?
He did. He was all right. Made a couple short passes, but I think everyone done that at times today. I think, you know, Bruno gave away possessions. Everyone's given away possession today. So Malacia was good. Happy to see him come on. A couple times where he was under pressure and there's you know, someone's coming to press him, but confident. And he was good. He was all right. I mean, Sancho as well today.
Which is started, obviously, you know, we want him to get more starts, get some more rhythm.
Yeah.
Did he do enough for you to say, you know, can start again? How do you think?
Cheeky nutmegs flex, but that's about it. You know, he's the end product. I'm really asking for that end product. You know, there's times where you receive the ball in the first half, and I just want a cross. Just let's see if you can put a cross in, get bodies in the box, encourage your forwards to make those darting runs. You know, in between the last defender and the goalkeeper by putting in a good cross. But you know, a lot of time deliberating on that. Just needs to be a bit stronger, a bit more aggressive, a bit more, you know, there's something missing in his game. But it was okay today. Not good enough though overall for me.
And on Rashford, obviously, you know, gets the goal today. It's the winning goal.
Yeah.
In the end, we keep the clean sheet. What did you make of his performance? And just again another goal.
Yeah. On the left, so dynamic. You know, he's able to find a little separation between him and his man and drive with the ball. I mean, it's a lot more difficult in that forward line, but and you can see how important Marcel is in terms of bringing him into the game a bit more and freeing him up. I think Bruno gives a wicked pass out wide to him and frees him up. Yeah. And Bruno was really good at it. I think Bruno had a really good performance in the 6 as well, a little bit different.
Yeah, I just want to ask you about it because obviously on the way up, I'm saying, look, you can't play there.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah. But I think in different types of games, like when there's no pressure on the ball, I think when we say he can't play there, obviously with enough time and space, he can do things. Especially in the first half. Second half, maybe not so much so, but first half, he was good in that position. But how much do you think that was down to the way that Brentford played in terms of lack of pressure in midfield and on him, and how much of it was, you know, Bruno just doing a really good job in that area?
I think, you know, after a while, like you're saying, I think it took him a few moments to get warm into the game, but then the passes just started really coming. Clever passes over to Anthony, driven passes crossing across the ground into Anthony. He was good. And it takes a bit of time for him to get used to it in the 6, but that's all you can see. If he's not in there, Scott can't do it. Sabitza's kind of hiding. He's not really.
An assist today, Sabitza.
Yeah, but I still feel like, you know, he's not doing enough in that 6 area anyway, in terms of build-up. I think he gives a lot of energy in the forward lines and a lot of tenacity, but he's not a build-up merchant, for want of a better word. But I think Bruno was he done a good enough job in there.
Who was your man of the match?
Hard one, man. Flat. Yeah, flat. Like you said, Fleck, it was going to be a tight affair, and it was a tight affair. I don't think anyone was a standout. Marcus Rashford could have maybe got 2. I'd say Marcus to be safe, but I really like that back 4 clean sheet. I think Varane was brilliant. Didn't make a foot wrong. Yeah, so maybe Varane.
Okay,
nice one, bro.
Love.